What's up, guys? This is Geoff Ulrich with Awesemo.com, bringing you today's Monday Night Football picks for Jock Market. And today's show is sponsored by Jock Market. If you haven't heard, Jock Market has turned fantasy sports into a stock exchange. Forget waiting till the end of the game to make money. Jock Market allows you to buy, sell shares of players in real time for real money with guaranteed payouts for all the shares at the end of the night. Daily markets, NBA, MLB, NHL, and PGA. You can make real money every hour, every minute, every second of any match or game. Use the pre-game IPO to pick up shares of your favorite players. Then you buy, sell, or hold them during the game, all based on your own analysis, and that's the best part. Download the app now to get started. Use our exclusive Awesemo promo code, Awesemo, for up to a $50 bonus on your first deposit. This is an exclusive offer only to the Awesemo community, so make sure to take advantage of it today. That's Awesemo for a $50 bonus. Now let's get to the picks. We're talking Monday Night Football here, guys. We got a big game. We got the Packers favored by almost 12 points on a lot of books. So let's go to the Packers skill players. Let's go to Aaron Jones for our first target on the IPOs on Jock Market. Look, somebody's going to score a lot of points for the Packers. They've got a 30-point implied team total on this slate. It could be even a lot higher if they weren't coming off the worst game of Aaron Rodgers' career. Detroit allowed a league-high 41 points to San Francisco last week, and they ceded 4.7 yards per carry to a fifth-round draft pick and Eli Mitchell. This is a great spot for Aaron Jones to find that end zone a couple times even. A.J. Dillon did nothing last week, had like 9 yards on the ground. Jones averaged 5.5 yards per carry in 3 of his first 4 seasons. Look, we don't even really need to look at the game last week for Green Bay. Aaron Jones is going to lead them here because the Packers need to get this guy going and take a little bit of pressure off Aaron Rodgers in the early part of the season, obviously. So he's also probably going to be the cheapest of the big 3 on Green Bay: Davante Adams, Aaron Jones, and Aaron Rodgers. So targeting Aaron Jones here, I think you'll be able to get him for a little bit cheaper in the IPO. He's going to be a good hold. He's got a great shot at finding the end zone here. Again, Packers, massive favorites. Let's go over to the other side for our second pick, though. And let's stick with the running back position. DeAndre Swift will be my second pick here. And the one thing you have to take away from the Detroit Lions' first game of the year is that the RBs here, they're basically wide receivers. Targeted 20 times by Jared Goff, the RB position was in the first week of the season, and DeAndre Swift saw 10 of those targets, played over 65% of the snaps. Jamal Williams is going to be involved too, but that's fine because DeAndre Swift still played over 60% of the snaps, still was the main guy in terms of carries as well. So again, you look at this game, is DeAndre Swift going to be getting a ton of late game carries? Probably not, because Detroit's probably going to be down big, but there's no Tyrell Williams. Khalif Raymond is banged up. Basically, all their wide receivers are injured. DeAndre Swift is going to be out there catching passes, and he's a very, very good running back receiver out of the backfield. So some people may shy away from him as well because of the timeshare in the IPOs, but I think you can probably get DeAndre Swift for a decent price in the IPOs here. If he finds the end zone here, this could be a really monster game. And in the PPR points, I think he's going to rack them up here. So I do like targeting DeAndre Swift on Jock Market this week. Again, I don't think his IPO is going to be crazy. And this is a player when you just look to at the end of the night, when all that garbage time adds up, could really, really be with a big fantasy total. So let's stick with the Lions for our third pick. A little bit bold here going 2 Lions, but I mentioned that their wide receiver crew is banged up. Tyrell Williams out. Khalif Raymond banged up. Trinity Benson, undrafted free agent from Denver. Yes, when Tyrell Williams went down last week, Trinity Benson was the guy who took over. He popped in, played over 50% of the snaps in week 1, and had 3 catches. So he's tied for the lead in terms of catches by Detroit wide receivers. What you need to know about this guy is that Dan Campbell, head coach of the Lions, he likes him, says he has some juice. And look, by all accounts, he's a sub 4.4 40 guy, so he definitely has some speed and athleticism. And it does make sense for the Lions to try and get this guy the ball because they definitely have a lack of talent on the outside. So the main thing about this guy in Jock Market, easy to get. His fantasy totals aren't going to be big. If he just gets a couple passes, you're probably going to be able to make some money off this guy because, again, nobody's going to be bidding him up. Going to be cheap. He's going to have low fantasy totals to hit. So Trinity Benson, again, a guy, you should see him on the field quite a bit for the Lions. And, you know, he might get that Kevin King coverage, which, if you remember back to the playoffs last year, that's a good thing. That's who you want your wide receiver paired up against for the Packers. So Trinity Benson, again, if you haven't heard of him, definitely could be a target this week for Jock Market. So those are my 3 favorite plays, guys, for Jock Market Week 2 Monday Night Football. Make sure you smash that like, subscribe to the Awesemo YouTube channel if you haven't already, and have a great week 2. I'm Geoff Ulrich. We'll talk to you again soon.